Find the z-scores for which 40% of the distribution's area lies between negative z and z. Simply stated, this problem means that you're going to need to draw a diagram. You'll notice that you're not given a diagram in this particular problem. The diagram is going to be a normal distribution. So here's my normal distribution. Then we also note that we're going to have a center line here where z is equal to 0. And we come back over here and we want to find the z-scores, but that's for which 40% of the distribution's area lies between negative z and z. So if 40% of the area's distribution lies between the two z-scores, that means that 60% lies outside of the two z-scores. And we're going to indicate that by writing two blue lines here. One here, and this is going to be represented by 30% of the distribution. And this right here, we'll draw another line, and this will represent another 30% of the distribution. And as I said, inside here is going to lie the 40%. And this is what we're concerned about. We want to know what z-scores are defining this area. So we'll be looking for a negative z here and a positive z right here. In order to do this, we'll need to use our tables that come, or ours for the standard normal distribution. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to look for 0.3 in the table, because that's what this represents. And let's go ahead and do 0.3000, because if you look in the table, everything is to 4 decimal places. So you're going to look in the body of the table. Let me scroll down just a little bit, and we're going to look for 0.3, or as close to 0.3 as we can get. Well, we'll notice that 0.3 falls between this value and this value right here. Which one is closer to 0.3? Well, 0.2981 is 0.0019 away, and 0.3015 is 0.0015. So this value right here is closer to 0.3000. So use the corresponding z-score. And the corresponding z-score, we're going to come across here. We're going to have negative 0.5. And then obviously we're going to go straight up here to find the remainder of that, which is going to be 0.02. So z, the z-score, is equal to negative 0.52. Now there's one of two ways to do this next part. I can either go ahead and go to the other page in the normal distribution, or I can simply use the fact that 1 minus the 0.3015 would be equal to 0.6985. And using the table, this will correspond to z equals 0.52. You'll also notice that this happens to be the positive value and this happens to be the negative value. So the answer for this particular problem, if we scroll back up, we'll see the z-scores are, and it will be negative 0.52, comma 0.52. You do not need to use parentheses or brackets or anything like that. You just state the two z-scores, and that's how you do that problem.